like a fool now. Oh, baby. Baby girl, I know be you now. Go sorry. Now me be one for you now. Say every morning, every night, every day, oh my baby.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Aries Routines. Today, there's a reason for this hat. I am going to be taking out these twists, washing my hair, and cutting my ends. Y'all, come along with me on this long journey. So to get up close and personal, I have taken out majority of my head. Y'all, off camera, I did take out majority of my head, but I am going to take this section out with you all because it needs to be done, and I do want to show you how I get the crochet hair out. Yeah. So as far as products go, I have been switching in between two products just to detangle my hair. So we have the Buttercream by Aunt Jackie's, looks like so. And then I'm going in with my Pattern Beauty Denman brush. This might be the mini. I think this is the mini. This is great for defining curls, but also great for detangling. So here is what I'm working with. You can see the buildup here. Also, if you haven't watched these mini twists, that video I do have out now. They are boho mini twist with crocheted in hair, human hair. So I will be saving this hair if I can. But let's go ahead and take them out and hopefully finish. Okay, y'all, so I did of course speed this clip up, but it did take me about 2 minutes almost to get each of these twists out, which is honestly not that bad, but I will say the more buildup, the more tangled. So when I was showing y'all the buildup in the beginning at the root, it was harder to take these out because you have to remember this is being held in place by a braid. So if you haven't watched me install these twists, you may not know, but I braided down about 1 inch and then I crocheted that piece of hair in. And if that braid had buildup, it was hard to get out. Once I get through that buildup, I apply that cream I showed you in the beginning and just adding moisture through my hair, and then I detangle. I do not detangle my hair dry because I feel like I get a lot more shedding, and with this I still got a lot of shedding. These were in my hair for a month, but this is what I'm talking about where the tangles were real. I had to zoom in for y'all. I think I ended up cutting this one. Yep. I got it to as minimal hair loss as I could, and then I just snipped it away. The attitude. But yeah, I was finishing up and just showing you in slow motion how easy it is just to pull them out for the most part, and breaking up that buildup and combing it out again. I did end up switching to this Mielle product. I don't use them anymore, but it was something I had that was easily detangling my hair. And we are down to the last one. Whew. The way my scalp was itching, y'all.
So how do I gain their respect back? The guys that I've been talking to have been...
Now that all of the twists are out of my head and I'm all detangled, y'all, let's hop into the shower to wash this hair. Now, this was just the hair loss from that section. Y'all see how much hair is on this brush? Can you imagine if my hair was dry? Okay, time to clean this dirty ass hair. Y'all, again, it has been a month. I don't keep anything in my head for that long, but because these twists were so lightweight, and again, they are human hair, I was like, forget it. I don't feel like doing my hair. Let's just go ahead and keep them in. Now, should I have used a clarifying shampoo? Absolutely. My scalp needed a clarifying shampoo. Do I currently have a clarifying shampoo? No. So I went in with the African Pride Moisture Miracle, I think it was called, just to cleanse my hair. I did wash my hair twice to get all of the buildup off of my scalp. When I put those twists in, I did use like a braiding gel to define my parts. and I needed to get that off my scalp, along with all of the edge control around my edges, the gel, all of the things. And keep in mind, because it was human hair and I went on vacation, I had salt water in that hair. I had all kinds of things, mousse, all of that. So for my natural hair, I needed some hydration. So I went in with the Aunt Jackie's moisturizing and softening conditioner, and I slathered my hair in this stuff, y'all. It is not something that I typically reach for. I will be honest with y'all, but I like the smell of it, and my hair needed some moisture. I mean, deep moisture. I didn't have a mask on hand, but I would have used a mask if I did, because my hair has been in a state for a month. And honestly, my scalp was hurting at this point. So I kept that on my hair for a good 5 to 10 minutes, rinsed it out, and now it's time to blow dry. So this is really the following day. I do like to pre-stretch my hair just so it's not so much when I'm blow drying. I like it to be, I think it's truly 100%, 90% dry. The braid may be a little bit damp, but we like to stretch it before blow drying. I'm going in with the Dark and Lovely Blow Dry Cream as a heat protectant. Truthfully, my go-to heat protectant is the Tresemme Heat Protectant or Heat Shield. It's a black and red bottle, y'all. It gets me right every time. I've never had any heat damage if I've used that. And because my hair was 90% dry, I do not want to use a hot tool on 90% dry hair. So this cream did give a bit more moisture so I could go ahead and get it blow dried out. So it had been about 5.5 to 6 months since I clipped my ends. And y'all can see just from there, it was much needed. But this is my hair fully blow dried, and the ends are looking crazy. So I got this cutting technique from Mo Knows Hair. Y'all, she is an OG YouTuber. I follow her on Instagram now. Y'all can see the ends are crazy. So I did split my hair in kind of 3 sections. This is the first time I've ever cut my hair like this, pulling it all up to the top. I am not a professional. This is probably so wrong. And my hair is not flat ironed. I only cut it when it's blow dried. But anything I can see through, I go ahead and take it off. I've actually took off more than I showed in the video. But what I'm doing is the piece that I have already cut, I am using it as a guide for the next piece. So kind of I'm able to measure how much to cut and make sure that they are all aligning by pulling it up and using it as a guide as to where to cut the next section. I just got a little scissor happy, and I ended up, again, cutting more than what's shown here. Watching this video back, I do see that my ends are still a little bit see-through, and I probably should have cut more or could have cut more. Truthfully, this is just a reminder for life. Let the old shit go, okay? Let it go. Just because it feels like length or it feels like it's a good thing, when you finally cut off the things that are dead ends in whatever capacity in your life, you see how much growth that you will have, and you feel so much better when all of the dead shit is off of your head and out of your life. Anywho, y'all, this is my hair after clipping those ends, and I did clip more. But y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. I will be getting my hair flat ironed this winter, so stay tuned for that. Bye.